This is part 3. Um, what I want to check on here is what made him do what he did to you with the abuse, with that physical altercation that you guys got into. What made him do that? What pushed him, Spirit, to do such a thing? Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Nine of Wands. The Magician. You know, what I'm seeing is he did it because he wanted to be the one in control. Stephen has this need to be in control at all times. If he feels that he doesn't have the upper hand, that's an issue for him. And the wands, just so you know, represent fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. He felt the need to use aggression and use his power to control the situation with you, to control the relationship, and the number 1 could be significant. You could be seeing, if you see angel numbers, because some people do. I see the number, you see how there's the number 1 up here? So you could be seeing 111 just in your everyday travels. But he felt that, okay, if I show my dominance, if I show my manliness to Keren and show her that I'm in control of this connection, she'll fall in line and things will go my way. I'll be able to basically do whatever I want, because the Magician is all about creating whatever you actually think that you want, you can create it. That's the Magician's energy. So in his mind, he was thinking, all right, if I show her by hitting her, showing that aggression, showing her that she's going to listen to me, I'm the one in charge, that by doing that, he felt that he would have the ultimate power in this connection. And again, he is somebody that always needs to feel in the lead, in control. With this connection with him, you could have felt like you didn't have a say. When you tried to voice your opinion, he quieted you. He also made you feel small. He could have talked down to you, okay? He could have raised his voice at you like you were a little girl. He needs to feel in control of the situation, and he'll do it by any means necessary, because the Magician, they have that need for power. And but he misused his power. You understand? What is his intention, Spirit? What is Stephen's intention with Keren? The Judgment. He wants to apologize. He knows that he was wrong. He wants to be vulnerable. You see how she's naked on the card? He wants to come in and show a vulnerable side, because he's not comfortable with being vulnerable. And you know that. He's not comfortable with that softness. But he will do that if he feels that that's going to win you over and get you back in his energy. So now he wants to come in, and you see that moon? The moon always represents, for me as a reader, like secrets. There could be secrets or things that you asked him about and he didn't want to tell you about. Now he wants to give you the answers that you need, okay? Now he has the answers for you. Now he wants to talk about it. Now he wants to lay it all on the line. Tell me more, Spirit, about this Judgment. 8 of Swords. Another issue with him, I feel, because we're asking about, I'm sorry, because sometimes I just need time to process the card, so just bear with me. But we asked, with this card here is what came out, we asked what his intention is, and you see how this character has their hands tied behind their back with a blindfold on. Although he's going to come in and, try to be vulnerable or pretend to be vulnerable, I'm just getting that it's bullshit, because how do we have two opposing energies? This is vulnerability, but this is definitely showing me that at the same time, he's not going to take accountability. The hands are tied behind his back as if there's nothing that he can do. He feels that he didn't do anything. He's somebody who throws rocks and then hides his hand. He'll hide his hand behind, oh, I didn't do that. I don't know what I did. Oh, I hurt you. I didn't know I hurt you. But the whole time, it's manipulation. And then he has the around his eyes, the covering. that's showing that he's going to be blinded to what he did here. He's going to stay blinded. His intention is to stay unaccountable. Because if that blindfold was off, that would be him saying, you know what? I see what I did. I see where I messed up. And you know what? I'm willing to fix it. But the intention is for him that he's going to keep the blindfold on and act like he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know the part that he played. And he doesn't know why you're in your head about this. He doesn't know why you're upset. He's going to play a role, and I feel that's his intention. However, he might come in and pretend that he's going to be vulnerable and tell you the secrets that, you wanted to know. But that is a facade. It's not real. It's not real. It's an illusion. He's an illusionist too, because again, also with this magician, the magician, if you think of a magician, what are they about? They're about tricks, games. And they use the gift of illusion to allure people, right? So he remember, he came out with this energy, with this magician energy. I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust it. I'm not going to lie to you, because he just seems like he's still going to come in with that manipulation. He'll make it seem like he wants to apologize and he's going to be open and honest and vulnerable, but at the same time, he's really not. Deep down, his intention is to stay guarded and stay in this place of, I didn't know what I did. It wasn't my fault. Did I hurt you? I didn't know. You know what I mean? And that's not what you're looking for. Now, what's the advice for Keren when it comes to Stephen? What's the advice? Thank you, Spirit. Whenever I hear sirens like that, that's confirmation of what I'm saying. That's confirmation of the messages. What's the advice? 4 of Swords reversed for you. Okay, this is how it looks in the upright. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Oh, wow. Queen of Wands. You could have a cat too. You could have a black cat or a dark colored cat. You don't have to, but I just see a cat here. You're someone who's very intuitive. You're coming out as this Queen of Wands, someone who's independent. You really don't need anybody. You're highly able to take care of yourself and your own business. You could have your own business, Keren, or if you don't, you have at your job, you're just doing really well. And you love the finer things. The Queen of Wands is someone who's very sexy, very hot. You get attention, okay? You get attraction from people without even trying, very driven, ambitious, and you go after the things that you want. And so Spirit is saying, continue to stay in that energy. Continue to sit on that throne. Don't let what happened here with Stephen throw you off. Okay? Keep that crown. Make sure it's on your head. And don't let him or anybody else tip it off of your head and knock it off. Because you are someone who is abundant. You're a leader. Queens in the tarot deck are leaders. People look up to them. So you could have people that actually, do look up to you, and they admire you for your strength, for, how you carry yourself. And I feel Spirit is saying that you have everything within you you see how she's holding on to this rose? Roses could be one of your favorite flowers, but she's holding that rose. And I'm just getting this Spirit is saying that even though this broke your heart, what happened here with him, continue to have that love, because roses do represent love, right? You see how she's gripping that rose? Keep that love for yourself first. Always remember to love yourself first before anybody else, and you'll be just fine. Also, don't let what happened here block you from being open to love someone else. Because I see that you've been by yourself with this 4 of Swords in your head. You haven't been dating. You haven't been paying nobody any mind. You've been doing your own thing, kind of like in your own bubble, taking a break from dating, taking a rest from this whole situation, because it exhausted you mentally, spiritually, physically even. And this really put a heavy weight on you. And you've been taking the time here with this 4 of Swords to think about why you even attracted Stephen in the first place. What is the lesson that you were supposed to learn in dealing with him? Why did this happen? And Spirit is saying, come out of that. It's time for you to rejoin the world now,